Hey there, this is my final update on my networked learning project. For this project, my goal was to learn how to hand letter, so different lettering, things that you see on Pinterest and things. For this project, my main resources were these two YouTube channels. One was called Type Stuff, the other one was STE Bradbury Designs. And they both showed me just how to do different types of letters, and STE Bradbury Designs really dug into how to write each type of letter. And also I used a Prismacolor brush pen, and this pen has two tips. So the one side is a fine tip and then the other side is a brush tip. So I'll just kind of show you what I've been working on. These are my lowercase letters. And then in my last post, I had mentioned how I wanted to work on my uppercase. So these are my uppercase letters. And then also incorporating just using the fine tip, just with upper and lowercase. And then these are just some of the final things I've been working on. This is, of course, what you saw in my last post. Happy fall, y'all. And then just, I stuck with the fall theme for this one. So just some different things. Happy Halloween. For this one, I just tried to use the fine tip for the actual scripted writing instead of the brush tip. And then I have give thanks. And then my favorite is probably the trick or treat, the two different styles. Something that the videos mentioned and something that I have learned is that this is not something that can happen overnight. You definitely have to practice, and you have to practice a lot to perfect it. I think in the beginning, this is my most recent, and I think even from this to, this is what I started with, coming here, I think I've definitely improved. So I'll just show you some of the different strokes that I have learned, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. So starting off, this, and everything in these videos have talked about just the different types of pressure, and everything is based on pressure. So when you start with downstrokes, it's just a thick line, and you just kind of incorporate a lot of pressure. When you have an upstroke, it's more, you start with light pressure and then end on heavy pressure. And it's actually very hard. I still need to perfect it since I have these little tips up here on the top. And then just using a combination of those for different types of letters is something I'm also working on too. So with that being said, I'll just do kind of a combination of things I've been working on. So we'll start with just the printed letters, the fine tip. And this is, I feel like because I'm on camera, it's just a little bit different. Something that I also need to work on is my spacing and just my consistency between my letters. So there we have Michigan State, and then attempt to write Spartans. A lot of concentration involved. Okay, and then we have Michigan State Spartans. That's just kind of my final. And you can look to my blog post for just some more clarification and things I've learned along this process. Thanks.